we see a squad from the Big 12, the Rice Owls, taking on last year's national champions, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Rice's offense will start this game off. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So TCU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles.
Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Dykes. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They think there's room to run to the right here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's chat just a little about Rice. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this three-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that is a massive win for this head coach.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dykes. Fires on the move. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously.
There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Got a man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's McMillan. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Dykes. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. Extending the play. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off-play action on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down.
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Horned Frogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball soon.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's McMillan. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got rid of it just in time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And this is a really important series of plays. A chance to cut in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Dykes. Got his man quickly. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. The lone back's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Dykes. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Gonna look downfield again. He's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Horned Frogs will have a first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that...
Turning it on! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Dykes. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the pummeling has started. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the one.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the move, it's Alexander. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. And the returner will be dragged down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The give to the tailback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd down trying to keep this drive alive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an...
Makes a grab past the marker. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. And this less than stellar performance is something you just can't afford when you have a veteran signal caller. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Breaks away in the middle. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Quarterback on the keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to power it in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Horned Frogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. To the air, it's Dykes. Looking to scramble. He's got it and still on his feet. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are...
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.